PUDcast is written for a live studio audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PUDcast with Jason and Mike. I'm Jason.
I'm Mike.
And we're coming to you from the Pud Cave, located here in Game-Swap in beautiful downtown Lincoln in the great state of North Carolina. Mikey, brother, I bet you had no idea I was going to say that. And it's
No
written.
idea.
It's written.
It's written.
Well,
Yeah. We're on the fly. We're
well,
writing as we go.
yeah, you're right about that.
All right.
And we actually do have a live studio audience. Well,
Hey, there you
kinda.
go. All right.
Because we actually get to welcome back to the Pud Cave after a very long absence here. David Hayes, Two Doggz David Hayes, the co-host of This Is the Work down in Rock Hill, South Carolina from Long Walk Productions. David Hayes, thank you for coming down, brother. What's
And
going on?
former MWF commentator.
That is right, man. We always forget one of the highlights of David Hayes' career. Former commentator. We got 3 commentators, wrestling commentators in the house today.
Yeah, it's great. Man.
I need to go
That's
back.
what I look back on.
Dude, I tell you, man, your commentating skills was on par with your wrestling skills.
How dare you?
Stop it. I'm going to spit water everywhere again.
Again. Mike, one of the biggest things that we ought to maybe go ahead and talk about, something we didn't get to talk about last week, but we get to talk about this week, is, brother, we're expanding, man. We are spreading our wings.
Getting fatter.
Here we grow again.
Oh, stop it. Stop
Wow.
What?
Stop that.
What, man? You don't want to grow with us? Man, come on.
Stop. No, I don't want to grow with you.
Awesome.
That is great, man. I mean,
You got any other gems you want to? This is going to be a
Any little
November to
nuggets?
remember.
man. Yeah. This
You're going to crank it up to 11 and rip the knob off.
Absolutely.
You're going to make people say the phrase that pays.
There we go. The phrase that pays from David Hayes, huh? Anyway, Mike, we are.
Wow. I've made a mistake.
Terrible error.
Yes. No, man.
Can't believe you said that.
Yes, man. I've been waiting all week to say that.
Damn.
Mike. My week is done. Well, hey, y'all have a good one. We're out of here, man. That's all we need.
That's all we needed.
That's all we got.
That's what we brought you from Rock Hill to do.
Yes.
Oh, God. That's just,
Now we're dry for that.
wow. That's, man.
Fantastic.
I'm sleepy.
Did you watch a Becky Lynch promo before you got here?
Oh, there's all kinds of promos going on in that ridiculous federation.
Oh,
Put
my
me to sleep.
God, the Big E, buddy.
Did
WWE.
Lana keep you up?
She kept up Bobby Lashley, apparently.
Oh.
Man, what?
Well, hey,
What a train wreck.
For us dumbass wrestling fans who don't know the difference, the math between 5 weeks and 7 weeks, it had to be reiterated. It had to be explained to us that, hey, 5 weeks, and I'm 7 weeks pregnant.
I had sex with Bobby Lashley 7
minus-
weeks ago. Shut up.
5 weeks ago.
Whatever.
But she's 7 weeks pregnant.
I don't care.
I think that's the main thing.
5 from 7's 2.
God darn it, man.
And you know,
That means that
All right.
baby is not from you.
No. As the world turns.
That was it. And of course, there's no baby.
There's no baby. At the end of the day, there's no baby. What?
So it was pointless.
Yes. The whole thing was pointless. But once again, man, before we get into that train wreck, we got a radio show, Mike, on L-Town
Yes.
Radio.
There you go.
That's what I was getting to, man. The weekly wrestling wrap-up.
Another train wreck.
Speaking of train wrecks. No, man, it's
No,
really
it's
cool.
going great.
We're 2 episodes in now. If you're listening to this on Sunday afternoon, the new episode will come out at 9 o'clock on Sunday evening.
Yes.
So we've got 1 episode that's out, and I think, can they do it on demand, Mike?
Yes.
Okay, now how do they do that? Because
I don't know. I listened to it live.
Yeah, and I haven't even got to listen to
And
it yet.
you've been asleep for 4 hours.
Brother, I've been way into bed. I'm talking like
It's daylight savings time.
yeah, man, I'm out, brother. 5 p.m.
I'm out at 6.
Gone. It's 5 now.
Okay.
Because we got off daylight savings. But no, man, I believe what you can do is download the L-Town app,
Yes.
either in the Play Store or Apple iTunes Store. I don't have an
iHeartRadio.
Yes, iHeartRadio. And if I'm not mistaken, L-Town Radio, you can listen to the show on demand. So if you like us talking about what's going on in the world of wrestling for the last week, you can either listen live on L-Town Radio by getting the app or on their website, ltownradio.com, or you can,
Right.
download the app.
Or you can listen to it live, like I do, and watch wrestling live like I do.
I don't do any of that.
I'll be honest, I don't do that either.
I don't do any of that, man. Mikey's like the only
Wrestling
one.
fan. I know, I'm the only stupid one that actually just watches all this stuff live.
The only thing
Why,
that I watched
Mike?
live was AEW this past Saturday. That's the
You
first
watched the pay-per-view.
Yeah, well,
Right,
okay,
right.
I'll take that back because I do have to catch up on NXT because I'll watch I'm not doing that flip channel stuff.
Man,
No.
Because I'm bound to miss something on AEW.
You're right, man.
Yeah.
Which makes good television,
Yes.
which is what it's all about. You know.
I'll catch the NXT later.
And man, that's actually a really good segue into what we're even going to talk about today because, as we said on the weekly wrestling wrap-up, damn it, Mike, did you have to pick something that was so hard to say, man?
WWW.
Yeah, man, it sounded good on paper at WWW. Hey, all right, until we
Most
try
of
to
the
say
stuff-
that shit. And by the way, I just said shit, Mike, and we probably need to go ahead and we decided to quit the cussing for the kids campaign.
Well, we can't do it.
We can't do it,
We
man.
can't
I'm
do it
going
because
broke.
you don't like kids. I get it.
What?
I
No,
understand.
no.
Stop it.
Stop that. Stop.
Podcast does not like children.
The podcast
Stop
is for the children, Mike. I mean, Mike and Doggz, and everybody knows that.
Wait a minute. Did you just say the podcast is for the children?
Absolutely, I did.
Maybe not for listening.
No, but we are for the children, man.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Since they
Of
can't
the
listen.
corn?
Blasphemy, Doggz, blasphemy. Well, we look out like this when we're going broke.
He who walks behind the road.
He who walks behind the ring.
Outlander.
I'm getting Malachi.
Oh, my God. Markakai. Anyway. Jeez Louise. But, no, Mike, we're still going to donate to St. Jude's.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
not going to
Yeah.
change, man. We're
Since
still,
they can't listen, we're going to give them money.
we are going to give them
Yeah.
money. That is
Yeah.
something that I still want to do.
Yeah.
As in, like I say, memorial to my mom as well
Yes.
as for the kids and something for the podcast to give back to the community.
Right.
But, man, we just can't quit fucking cussing, man. We just
you
can't do it.
Out the gate.
Right out the gate, man.
Well, it's funny because I've been trying to do the same thing, or at least tone it down a little on This Is a Work.
I know.
And now Barnes is not helping me at
Dude.
all, and neither is Vincent McMahon.
Well,
No, he's not. Well, yeah.
I think that's the thing is that we feel like, okay, we can do a cut and dry show, but we're not getting our emotions out on
Right.
what is either making us happy or pissing us off.
Right. Because let's face it, Mike. Let's say you're in a car, somebody pulls in.
Darn it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. When you have an emotional reaction or response to something, you don't say, "Oh golly gee,"
Darn
you
it.
say, "God damn it," or "Motherfucker," or like if you win the lottery, "Oh gee golly, I won $5,000," and you go like, "Hey motherfucker, I won! Woo, fuck you!"
Coke and hookers.
Coke and hookers, motherfucker.
For the kids.
For the kids, man. For the children.
And
Coke
for Jimmy
hookers.
and little Sally listening right now,
Why?
We're
Your
sorry.
parents
You're-
should go
we're
to jail.
sorry. We're sorry. So sorry.
So sorry for that, little
I'm
Sally,
sorry.
Jimmy. But
so sorry.
sorry, but
I'm not sorry.
this is the show. This is it, man. It's only downhill from here. Man, I want to talk about This Is a Work, Two Dogs. You brought up Chris Barnes.
Let's talk about him.
He first of all, we really wanted to get him down here this week.
He didn't want to come.
He didn't want to come, and I don't blame him. I didn't want to come, but he didn't. He wasn't able to make it. Dude, I was listening to your last show. Oh no, it was the Hell in the Cell show. Dude, we always put over This Is a Work, and I want to put it over once again. If you haven't listened to Chris Barnes, go the fuck off.
Oh man.
It is a thing of beauty, people. Oh my God. I stopped. I was walking, I'll try to listen to it while I do my walk, in the afternoons. I literally stopped. Was like, oh my God.
Let me tell you something, man. Barnes is about as even keel as
Yes,
a cat
great
that
guy.
I know.
Yeah. Laid back.
But
cat,
when
man.
he has a passionate opinion, he will lose it.
And
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's epic.
Man, he might as well have been Jim Jones and starting to preach.
Yes,
and I was
yes.
like,
I'm drinking the
I just
Kool-Aid.
started I was like, yeah, go, Bart.
Yeah.
Go. Give me that Kool-Aid.
Give me it. I'll drink it all. I'll drink it all. Yeah, go. You know? Nah, man, he went off, and he had a good reason to go off.
He did.
I mean, Helen, you know, dude, let's not be negative, man. Let's talk about a positive pay-per-view.
Oh, Crown Jewel. I couldn't even. Man, I couldn't even get that out.
No, man. I didn't even. I'm speaking out of my ass because I didn't even try to watch it,
Well,
dude.
why would you?
Exactly.
This is
Cursed.
It's cursed.
Look,
Cursed.
the only reason that I am still reviewing WWE stuff is because
It's
most
wrestling.
of my audience are WWE fans.
Right.
And
What's wrong with those people?
man, I mean,
No,
just
it's fun
from a
to bash
global
on it, too.
standpoint, WWE
It
is
is.
where it's at.
Yeah, it's fun to bash on it too.
It is fun.
It is.
I love
I ain't
hating
gonna
on
say.
it.
And
Yeah,
you know,
I do.
I
really do.
live in negativity. What I do is I fill my heart with hate.
Watch Crown Jewel, or do you watch Crown Jewel and then
Right.
fill your heart with hate?
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
Or it's kind of a
You go symbiotic, man. Yeah.
it's symbiotic. It's an unloading load type
It's
Push
a
pull.
load.
station.
Push pull. It's
Yeah.
push pull.
You say you want to start off on a positive with this AEW Full Gear.
Right.
Oh, this first match is not the way to fucking do it.
Well, now this was the buy-in.
This is it's the first match as far as I'm concerned.
Now I didn't watch this. I didn't see the buy-in. I only
You
watched.
didn't watch it live.
I didn't watch. No, I didn't watch it.
No,
live.
no.
Not even the free part.
No, not even the free. Well, dude, I saw what it was. Brett
Well, it came
Baker
on at
versus
7.
Bree Priestley. I was already in bed, dude. Yeah, I was sound asleep. No, dude, I didn't want to watch that shit, man.
It was
Yeah, Brett Baker.
for all
dude,
intents and purposes. I mean, this is your match that you were pushing
to make people buy it.
people the buy-in.
What happened to our battle
The
royal?
battle royal, yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I know they would usually have a battle royal.
Oh,
Here's a turd. Please buy the rest of. But the rest of the
this
show
match was
great.
the shits.
Right, literally. I mean, just
This
straight
was-
up.
It wasn't.
There
good.
was no reason to have these two out there.
There was
No,
nothing
whatsoever.
good about it. Look, there's who was it? Was it Hayter? Is that who
Jamie
it was?
Hayter. I like Jamie Hayter.
It was that who it was?
No,
No, it was
Priestley.
B. Priestley.
Yeah, right. Priestley, because they had some heat in
Well, she had injured
Fight
Brett
for the
Baker.
Fallen. Is that what it was? They had
Yeah.
they had some angles going on there.
Yeah, I think.
Which I didn't know because I didn't know that there was a pre-show for All Elite
Right.
called Being All Elite or something like
being
that.
the elite.
Being the elite,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
good stuff,
found
man,
that
yeah.
out yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
really?
was
It's good
that's
stuff,
that's
man.
another.
That's some more wrestling we
more
gotta
wrestling.
watch.
Yeah.
Because I know me and Doggz,
Dark.
we were talking Darks up there, like you said, and all the NXT stuff to 205. I mean,
Another one I've been catching up on is what is that the show ordering in a hotel with wrestlers or God, is that the name of it?
I have no clue.
This is where the Bucks actually get a hotel room. They order in with different wrestlers.
I do know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though, man. But yes, like
It's
room
something like-
service with
room
the,
service
with
with
the Bucks
wrestlers.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Haven't watched that.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
just
do that.
no, dude. I'm telling you, because I just watched the one recent where they were talking with Luchasaurus,
Oh,
Jungle
okay.
Boy, and Marco Stunt.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
And
watch
it was
that.
a really good show.
I love Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
man.
Me too.
I love Jurassic Express across the board, man.
All day. Give me Jurassic Express all day, every day.
Dude.
We just really put them over into the weekly wrap-up show we just did, man. I love those guys. But yeah, might talk about that intro match or the buy-in. And we'll talk about this match a little bit later. But I thought that the Joey Janela Shawn Spears match would have been a good buy-in match. I didn't think it really was that great for the pay-per-view. One
No,
thing about
it
this
wasn't.
pay-per-view that I want to say right off the bat, and I know, like I said, me and Doggz, we discussed this a couple of days ago privately. I thought the pay-per-view was too long, man. I mean, 3 hours and 40 minutes, not including the buy-in, just the actual official pay-per-view.
I think that had a lot to do with Omega and Moxley.
It went long, man. So did
For-
Cody and Jericho went long.
I
And
don't
that's a
agree.
title match. It should be 60
Well,
minutes.
Well, yeah,
It
but
should. But I think what took the most was that Moxley Omega.
That final match.
See, I don't necessarily agree, guys, but then again, that's because I'm used to the WWE pay-per-views that are 4.5 hours long, and that's standard.
And I think that AEW is not doing them every month either, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true.
So I guess they're trying to get a lot, but
you can.
I did think that Joey Janela Shawn Spears match probably.
Well,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll
Yeah.
get to that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't
after-
know why they tried to do Priestley Baker as the first one. They already knew that Baker had the flu and had like 102-degree fever.
That's bullshit.
I think they were just trying to cover her sucking, man.
Oh no! I mean, dude, we actually shout out to my buddy Robert Bradford. He actually delivered that news before the pay-per-view even started.
Like I said, I don't know if I buy it, man. I think that they were like, okay, she's going to stink up the joint. Let's go ahead and say, hey, she's got the flu.
Look, if she's gonna, if they knew she was going to stink up the joint, then put Shawn Spears and Janela in there.
I think they should have.
That's what I'm saying. There was no reason for this match or these two to be on this show at all.
Now, one thing I want to put Brett Baker over for is
Michael Nakazawa on
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I mean, absolutely. One thing I'll say
Darby
about Darby Allin, man,
or Darby Allin or Nyla Rose.
Was Pockets on the show?
No.
Yeah, put Pockets in there, man. Everybody likes Pockets.
I
Freshly squeezed Shawn Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy.
I'm gonna need you to show a little more respect.
Absolutely, dude.
Pockets.
No,
his name is Pockets.
Towards freshly squeezed.
Freshly Pockets.
No, get out of here with that mess.
Wow,
it doesn't. Doesn't.
So you must be new to the podcast.
Give me $1.
Give you the $1 for the kids.
All right, now we're past this shit fest. All right, the opening match: Young Bucks versus Proud and Powerful.
Good Lord, man!
Wow.
That's the only thing I can say.
This is the match of the night.
You think I disagree with that? But my God,
there's a good reason for you to disagree.
Right, but dude. You know how we were just talking about comparing turds, a little earlier?
My Lord.
With these matches, it's almost like comparing gold nuggets, man, because, I mean, which one's better? I mean, they're all... Every match was at least 4 stars, man.
Yeah.
Not
at least.
every match.
Not every match, for sure. Not every match.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
This one, definitely, because you had the spots and you had the wrestling.
Yes.
And the end, obviously, Proud and Powerful go over.
Right.
But at the very end, freaking Rock and Roll Express,
Dude.
Ricky
Morton, man.
Yeah.
Crazy Ricky Morton.
Crazy damn old Ricky Morton does a destroyer.
Well,
it's a little...
Okay.
He had to get some help.
But it happened. But it happened.
Ortiz.
and he got it over.
It did get over. Barely, but it got over.
That suicide dive through the ropes.
That was a thing of beauty.
That was
I was scared.
epic. I was
scared for him.
And they were so over. The Rock and Roll Express, man, we were talking about this on the weekly wrap-up show. Dude, they're relevant again, man. They're still relevant.
And let me ask,
It's great.
Is there anybody better than Ortiz right now?
I don't think so, man. I'm really high on Ortiz.
Man, I'm going to tell
This
you
mug
what.
is nuts.
He's nuts.
He is crazy.
And he can work.
And he can work. And he can sell. That super kick he sold.
Dude.
And just
he was
straight
on
down.
commission.
I was like,
done.
Man.
And he is one ugly SOB, which I think adds to it, man.
Adds to it.
Because he gives those faces, man, and
Dude.
stuff. And I mean, he if I was a kid, he would scare me. Honestly.
And Santana.
That's it. That's
Santana is. Those promos are just real.
Dude, and it's so good to see those guys have a moment and the stage to shine on. Because I liked LAX, dude.
Yeah.
I was an LAX fan.
Yeah.
See, now I wasn't, but not because of anything, just because I knew who they were.
Uh-huh.
I never watched Impact. I'm never gonna watch Impact.
And you know, man, we forgot to put over TNA on the weekly wrap-up show.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can't find it.
Well, I was just going to say they're still in business, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's
There
the
you go.
news.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go, man. But dude, that Ricky Morton suicide dive.
No.
And the thing about the Young Bucks, and I think I've said this on the show, or some previous shows, is I'm not the biggest fan of that stunt style of wrestling. Yeah, I'm more of a psychology guy, but man, they actually do it with psychology. They really do put it over, man.
Right.
This is something I really want Vince and his writers to sit down and take some notes.
I wish they
Look,
would, man.
This is called ring psychology.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see what they're doing here?
Yes.
See how they cut the ring off?
Yes.
You see how he's selling the leg?
He
And that
doesn't-
becomes a factor.
he doesn't-
It lays that you guys are calling it blown spots. It's actually psychology.
Psychology, man.
He doesn't like to tag wrestling.
No, he doesn't.
No, and he never has.
He never has. I don't think he's ever liked wrestling, man, to be completely honest
There
with
you
you.
go.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I've said it before, excuse me, and I'll say it again. I don't think Vince McMahon's ever been a professional wrestling fan, dude. I think that's why he's tried to convert it to this strange variety show, pro wrestling hybrid that we call Raw and SmackDown, or sports entertainment as it's been popularly. God, I can't talk this morning.
Yeah,
I'm so aggravated. I can't aggravate.
And that's why we have this ridiculous Lana Lashley Rusev
Jeez
soap
Louise,
opera.
man.
Which, guys, look, I love Rusev.
He's a good worker,
Yes.
man.
I
He
mean,
is.
Rusev is funny.
Yeah.
He's a big
He's
dude.
he's
He can
athletic. He can
work.
work. Yeah.
I mean, he's got a super kick that'll take your head off,
Right.
and this is the garbage
and this
that
is
we
what they
give
do.
him.
Well, you know, me and Mike
That's
were
right.
actually talking about on the wrap up how, you know, wrestling's always been considered a soap opera for men.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, man, it's not a real soap opera. And
Thank you.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, man, enough of that train
Sorry.
wreck. Let's
Sorry.
get back to the good stuff, man. Let's get back to what we like.
So I said, to me, this was match of the night.
Right.
The next match, Paige and Pac.
This was my match of the night.
And for good reason, because this was as great as this tag match. To me, it just popped me more with the tag match.
Right, and I did like that Rock and Roll Express spot
Yes.
at the end. I think that was definitely icing on an already great cake.
It really was.
But, man, as far as just two, I mean, unbelievable talents, man. Pac and Adam Page. I'm high on both these guys.
Yes.
I love the cowboy gimmick that Adam Page does, but it's got a kind of a new twist to it.
Cowboy
Yeah.
shit.
Yes, sir.
Doing some cowboy shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
brother, when you got the crowd
Did you hear about his
chanting that-
horse?
Yeah. His horse died.
Oh,
Do you,
Yeah.
do you know what he called his horse?
No.
Hunter Horse Helmsley.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Probably because they look similar. And who was it, man? What heel was it? Sammy Guevara? Somebody said, "Don't worry, you'll see your horse soon enough." I can't remember. I think it might have been Sammy J. I can't remember,
Yeah.
but somebody actually made that comment that, "Yeah, you'll see him again."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that was good,
Nice.
dude. This match, you know who I
The
felt
only thing that I had against this match was the finish.
really. I
Yes.
was cool with the finish, man. I thought it was
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you see the finish?
yeah,
Okay.
the buckshot clothesline, yeah.
No.
I
The
thought
dead eye.
The dead. Dude, I get
Yeah.
the damn. I get it. I get.
Okay.
That's
the
okay.
only
It's
reason.
okay.
Oh,
The only reason.
We're new here too.
Yeah.
It's
I'm a
the
rookie.
inverted.
That's
tombstone.
right. I thought he got him with the clothesline. He did hit him with the clothesline.
Yeah, he hit
Yeah,
the
that's right.
dead eye.
Yeah.
Or the buckshot and then the dead eye.
Right.
The only thing that took me out of that is Pac is so short
He didn't hit his head or
No.
anything. Yeah. You
You can go
can't-
nowhere
yeah,
near.
Yeah.
with that dead eye.
But
Yeah.
it was still the finisher.
It's like watching the Undertaker do a tombstone to somebody
and their head doesn't even hit the
come
mat.
close.
And
Like
that's
Mysterio.
why you got to have long hair in wrestling.
Hey,
Right.
man.
That's
It,
the reason I have
even
long
still,
hair.
But he
even
had
still,
long hair.
He has
Yeah,
long
yeah.
hair.
He does.
But
it's
it's just
the angle they shoot
that-
it at too.
and
Yeah.
it's far off.
But it's still, man, I thought it made sense because it was the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I was going to say, dude, if I can have any negativity toward probably everybody in AEW, every move has got a name
All right.
for them. And I'm just like, I
That's
can't keep up,
with
dude.
everything.
It's across the board
That's
now.
across the freaking board with
Well, you-
everything. Even in NWA Power.
Power, the same way. Yeah, they do.
Same way.
Yeah,
But
it's
see,
like,
you also have to understand where we're coming from. Now, back when we were growing up, we only really had to remember 15 finishing moves.
you're correct, right.
You know, that's it. And they didn't have names.
No, they're pile
It was
driver,
a lariat.
DDT, lariat. Yeah.
Every once in a while we'd get one. So really, we only had
Yeah.
to remember like three.
The
Three,
claw.
the Russian sickle,
the sickle, the lariat, which was the same move.
Yeah.
There's a clothesline, so
Yeah.
that move actually had
the
three
bionic
names.
elbow.
Yeah, right. The leg drop. The
Yeah.
well, even that was just a leg
That
drop.
was an
though.
atomic leg drop.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of hard. One thing I'll give JR and Excalibur a lot of props for, especially Excalibur.
Yeah.
He knows them.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps them straight.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, kind of speaking about JR. Where are y'all with JR's commentating now?
I think
He seemed grumpy during Full Gear.
I don't think he seemed grumpy. And I've noticed this with a lot of the shows that he's doing. I think he's the color face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like he'll have fun with it.
Yes. That's kind of where I was going.
Right.
With it.
But not take it so much serious
as he
like,
used to.
Yeah. Right.
Because it almost seems like kind of another one of those push-pull scenarios. Because I think he's slipping in some parts.
I think he has trouble with a lot of stuff, a lot of the names.
Who doesn't, man? But I think where he's slipping in certain things, he's making up for and not giving a damn.
Right, yeah.
And I'm liking where he's going, but his style is changing.
Yeah, for sure.
It is.
Whereas Shivani, even though Shivani wasn't at the show, Shivani's still right where he always was. Man.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
You know, I love Shivani. I know, no, Doggz, you're not the biggest Tony Schiavone fan, are you?
Scavone?
Scavone.
I have never been a fan of Tony Jabroni.
Easy. Come on now.
Is that not his name?
You know better. You know better.
Man's got 10 kids.
He's got 10 kids, man. Leave him alone. And a cool diamond ring earring.
Yeah.
I've never. He made me mad when he came
Yes,
to the WWF way back in the day.
Not his best work. Not his best work.
And he was having to make Tom because there was supposed to be a Brutus Beefcake match that versus somebody. I don't remember who it was.
How can you not remember a Brutus Beefcake match?
I love Brutus Beefcake. Show some respect.
Wow.
And,
wow. Cutting and strutting, baby. Cutting and
You
strutting.
better believe it. You better believe it.
Wow.
Flair
Jesus.
wishes he could strut like that.
We need that sampler back, Mike, because I need to flush a toilet right now. Because that was
the sampler. What's going on,
dude.
man?
We just haven't hooked it back up yet.
Wow. Wow.
We've actually had some demand for the sampler. We got to get that thing working, man. Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing this shit.
Mikey hates the sampler. Man.
No, I don't hate the sampler. I hate. I've had to sit through the question mark. I've had to sit through Brutus Beefcake.
It's been a rough week for Mike, man. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough day.
But no, he was out there. He was trying to make Tom because Beefcake wasn't at the arena yet. So he was trying to kill Tom. So he just goes out in the arena and starts talking to. Now you don't do this in Charlotte.
What was he saying?
He was trying to kill Tom. He's like, hey, I hope you guys aren't mad about me taking Bobby Heenan's spot on Wrestling Superstars. And I mean,
I don't remember that.
A minute and a half, and people was like, "Get out of the damn ring!" And
I don't remember that, man. That's new to me, dude.
It was when Ronnie Garvin was there, and they just made him a ref.
Referee Ronnie Garvin.
Oh yeah, it was Brutus Beefcake versus Greg the Hammer Valentine. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. I mean, that sounds.
And yeah,
was that at a live show?
It was a live house show.
I was at that show, but I don't remember that.
Well, the crowd was very angry about it.
Well, anyway, man. Anyway, with enough Shivani hate, man. Enough Shivani hate. Because I just want to put that out there. But yeah, he does have a killer earring, man.
That's great.
Bling, bling, baby. Bling, bling.
All right, on to the next match. Shawn Spears with Tully Blanchard against Joey Janela in a grudge match.
Man, this might have been my 3-star match. You know, I think I
was not big on this match.
Till the very end. I like the end.
When Tully jumped off, and another guy, like Ricky Morton, he jumps off the freaking apron to get a spike
there was some
pile driver.
Fun things that did happen, like he tied his hair in the
yeah. That was cool, man. That was cool, dude. This was one of those matches where it was good. It was a good match. It was a solid match.
It was an okay match.
I can't say anything bad about the match.
No.
They just didn't pull it together to make me care.
I didn't care. That was what I was going with.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Into it.
It was a Jeff Jarrett syndrome.
Yeah. It's just like good technical match.
Yeah.
I mean, they left it in the ring.
Right.
Shawn Spears, man, I'm really on the fence with him.
I like Shawn Spears.
I
don't think this fit with Joey Janela was the way to go.
Well, it just doesn't mean anything to me. There was no build up.
I think it's the gimmick, the chairman thing.
Yeah.
It's not working for me. I missed the perfect.
Did it one time.
Yeah, it was when him and Cody were feuding.
Yeah, one time.
And it was over in like a week.
Yeah.
And they brought Tully out, and that was the whole reason for Tully to be there because of the Rhodes Blanchard, history.
Like I said before, I honestly think that they were kind of banking on Tessa coming
in, yeah, and
having Tully there.
And having kind of a little stable with them.
That'd have been a nice little shot in the arm in the women's division that they could
Yes.
really use.
Need that. Now, granted, man, we talked about it on the wrap-up show. Awesome Kong coming back, I think, is a good... it's a good shot in the arm. I think Nyla Rose are really pushing her as a monster.
No.
And I'm hoping they're building up.
What you gonna say?
What you gonna say about Nyla Rose?
What you gonna say?
What you gonna say?
Oh no! I was actually gonna. Actually, my comment was gonna be on Awesome Kong. Actually, I can't say anything bad about Nyla Rose. In my rankings.
Right.
She's
in your rankings.
Yeah. I do my rank.
Where do I get?
Yeah,
where can we get these rankings, man? On this
I do the rankings at the end of every month on This Is Work.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen
For the
to
wrestlers?
I don't listen to your parts. I only listen to Chris Barnes.
Okay.
For the wrestlers?
Yeah.
All the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Do you have them today? Can we get them today at the end of this show?
Actually, I do think I have them in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not laughing, man.
He's laughing at you.
I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm laughing with you. No.
He's laughing at you.
No, I would like to hear that, man. Honestly, yeah. Okay.
Well, maybe you should listen to This Is a Work.
I do, man. I mute your parts out, man.
Yeah, well, I'll be doing it.
I'll listen to Chris Barnes
during the Survivor Series. That's going to be the last pay-per-view. So
you're gonna so you so you got rankings for every wrestler in every company,
like across the board.
No. It's like your top. Like I've got them for AEW.
Oh,
I've got them for WWE,
okay.
I've got them for
NWA.
Okay.
So it's per federation.
I don't have them for NWA.
Yeah. There's only like 5 people in NWA.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Honestly,
There's 10.
Look,
Who's the question mark?
You have to be
Josephus?
at least on television for me to do rankings.
Well, I mean, I watch it on my TV.
Yeah, not YouTube.
Well, that's the hard part, because there is Dark means as much as anything else.
Dark's good, man.
I don't count the rankings on Dark.
Well,
I watch
it's
Dark.
AEW,
I love Dark, but
so
I don't put it on the rankings.
Well, I mean, it's the same people though. I mean, it's like they'll be on Dynamite,
Boo.
Dark is good, bro.
I love Dark.
Dark, it is good.
I just started watching it.
It's good stuff, man. It really is.
I don't have. You and me were talking about this earlier in the week. There's actually so much wrestling going on right now.
We talked about it in the wrap-up.
What did we say the grand total was like? It was like
20 hours. Actually,
There's plus.
There's
more.
A week.
Absolutely,
of
there's
wrestling.
Mike brought up some other shows that we left out, brother. There's probably close to 25 hours with a pay-per-view.
The major ones that we always cover or watch. You forget about TNA. You forget about NXT UK.
We try to forget about TNA.
And I don't watch
205.
205.
I don't watch it. Yeah.
UK.
Dark stuff. Yeah, you said the UK.
Yeah.
And
that's not even including like being the elite.
Being elite.
The room service.
All right.
I mean, man, there's a lot dark. Yeah, we talk dark.
Now now WWE's got the Fox show. FS1.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. With CM Punk, which is man, we forgot to bring that up on the wrap up. I'm not a CM Punk fan, dude.
I like CM Punk.
You're a PM News fan, but not a CM.
Yes. Dude, now PM News was on that show. Roy Howdy.
Roy
Who
Howdy.
Is this Roy Howdy that you keep speaking?
Roy Howdy.
Roy
Howdy, man. Yeah.
I don't know who he is either. Is it his brother?
I think it's the question mark.
Oh God. It's Josephus.
It's not Josephus.
It is.
We don't know that.
I know it.
You don't know that.
I know it.
Like
you don't know that.
I know them eyes.
I just can't watch it, man.
What? You don't watch Power?
I can't.
I know
man.
it. I know them eyes, Finger Jason.
Oh, don't say that.
I want to watch
it. Reminds me of the first day of school. Finger Jason, no, I don't want to. There was this one kid that always said that shit. Dude, hey, man, you know what? That's no shit, man.
I would have killed to have been at the same school as you, in the same class.
Oh, it can be brutal, brother. It can be brutal, man.
No doubt.
Finger, Jason, not me. There was this one kid. I ain't going to put him on blast in case we're still friends. I was like, God damn it. And he was in my homeroom. So from 7th grade to 11th grade, because I didn't go to 12th grade. Every year, man. And you would have thought you would have thought that, people grow up and they don't do it anymore. When I was working at Hayworth here in Lincoln, Conforto or whatever, we had a big meeting for our insurance. There's probably about 100, maybe 200 people in. I forget how many people worked there at the time on that shift. Sure enough, first name last, last name first. Finger Jason, everybody starts laughing. Yeah. And I'm like, my buddy Ray, I know we talked about Big Ray on this show before. He's the biggest one, man, laughing. I was like, God damn it. Yeah. I'm like, I thought I got away from that, man, but nope. And it is funny. I mean, dude, I ain't going to lie. I would laugh, too. I would laugh. Yeah. I would absolutely laugh. So, But, yeah, it sucks when it's me, man.
There's only one person that I've ever met that has, two, actually, that have a worse name.
All right.
To grow up with. I knew a guy. Now you're going to call me a liar. This guy existed.
I believe.
And I imagine his parents must have hated him. His name, swear to God, Richard Growcock.
Wow, dude, that my last name.
Did his parents not hate him?
Dude, Dick Growcock. His name was Dick Growcock. Growcock. I've never heard that.
Growcock's bad enough. I mean,
dude. Just in general.
But they must have just said, you know what?
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
If I could just lean into it, kid.
Let's just.
But you're going to have a hard time, so we're just going hard time.
Yeah. Now
here we go.
Wow.
He went to my elementary school for 2 years,
and then he disappeared.
Never saw him again. I imagine he killed himself.
Dude. Dude, I would like to think he just dropped out of school is what I would like to think. Changed his name.
No, because once you get that age, I mean, you hit that age, like, well, yeah, whatever, Growcock.
Yeah, dude, I would use it, man. Yeah, hey, my name's Dick Growcock.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a wrestling name right there.
It really is.
If there's ever
for what federation?
Joey Ron.
Dude, that's Joey Ron's tag partner right there, Dick Growcock and Joey Ron.
Now, also, there was a girl. And,
oh, God.
And her name was Michelle Glasscock.
Wow.
I'm familiar with the Glasscock name.
I've never heard of a Glasscock before.
Really?
No.
You've never heard
I've never heard of Glasscock.
They got Glasscocks, plastic cocks,
and woodcocks. I've never heard of any of these cocks, man. Growcocks and wow.
Now, when I was in college, just before I came into the radio program, there was a girl, and again, never saw her again. Her name that she went by.
These are imaginary friends.
They're all cocks.
And this one I know it's on the nose. Her name was Dawn Head.
Oh my God! Gibbs is her middle name.
No, Dawn was her middle name. You know what her first name was?
No, I don't.
No, I don't know that.
Really
I don't know Dawn Head.
You couldn't figure it out.
It ain't Gibbs. Good.
Close. You're close. You're getting warmer.
Okay, so let's guess, man. Let's see.
I can't believe you guys can't figure this out.
Great. No. I don't know, man.
Really? Okay. Anita.
Anita Head.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
And now I didn't find that out until it was a couple weeks before the semester was over.
She lived on the corner of Moorhead and Cox.
Did she work at the IHOP on Cox?
Did people in Gastonia not the planning?
It was a different time.
It was a different time, brother. It was different times.
Was it?
They actually said they used to answer the phone. IHOP on Cox.
I know.
Yeah, I never called them or anything, but I've always heard that urban legend that they would actually answer the phone. So they owned it, dude. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, dude. Wow.
Weren't we talking about a pay-per-view?
Yes. Yeah. Let's get off Cox for a minute and let's get back on.
It's taking a turn.
Yeah, a bad turn.
Yeah. Shawn Spears over against Joey Janela.
Which and he's still doing that Death Valley Driver finisher. And I watched him on Dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he did a slingshot jackhammer.
I wish he would. Yeah.
Why he doesn't do that, I have no
I don't
idea,
know.
man. Because
I really
he does
don't.
the slingshot into
I've
a
seen
jackhammer.
that, and it's impressive.
It was cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
And it was a good homage to Tully, but he doesn't do it, man,
Yeah.
on Dynamite or on the pay-per-views.
well, they went in with the spike power driver.
Why not just finish it right there?
Yeah.
Just roll
That
him
should
in
have
and
been
pin
it,
him.
man.
Done.
That
Yeah.
should have been he dead
Done.
weighted.
Done.
And just rolled him in and
Done. But once again, man, not
There
a
was
bad
nothing
match.
wrong
I
with
wasn't
this
into
match.
it. I wasn't into it.
I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the end, until Tully got involved with the spike pile driver.
Right.
That popped
Right.
me, but other than that,
Yeah.
I'll give that one a 3, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said every match was a 4. That one, I'll drop that one down to a 3.
I would even say a 2 on that one.
Really?
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I'll
what's
give
up
it a
with the
3.
refs?
I'll give it a 3. Dude,
This pay-per-view.
Aubrey Edwards. I'm gonna put her over, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to as well because even Hebner is not doing.
As good. And that other guy, man,
He sat there. Hebner watched Spears tie Janela's hair.
and
he looked at it
and just-
he's like, "What you doing there with his
Yeah.
ponytail?"
Of course, I
Tying
mean, he's
that up with the
80,
tag rope.
he's
right?
80, man.
Okay.
He's 80.
I mean, you know,
And dude, Aubrey Edwards makes up for any. I mean,
Everything.
she is 100%. Dude, because you know,
Yeah.
Mike, you called that out a few weeks ago, and I started really paying attention to her.
yeah.
She has been watching Tommy Young tapes,
Oh, for sure.
and she is the spiritual
She is
successor to
getting
Tommy Young, man.
So good,
Brother, she's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
she is the best referee in the business. Leaps and bounds,
Yeah.
man. Not just AEW. I'm talking across the board. Her
Right
facial
now,
expression.
yeah.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
give you
man.
that. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely, man. Her facial expressions, her mannerisms, the way she gets in her account. I mean, 100%, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to have a show where we just put her over
Yeah.
for an hour because
For
I
sure.
can do that easily, man. She is.
I think we just did.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. A 3-way tag match for the tag titles. Private Party, Lucha Brothers against the champions SCU.
Brother.
What a match, man.
100
Really?
miles an hour, man.
You
It
didn't
was.
like it?
I thought it was a good match, man. I thought
Let
it
me
was,
tell you what. I thought the Lucha Brothers sandbagged this whole match.
they did, and I'm gonna tell you something else, man. They did, and I'm gonna tell you something else. It went, in my opinion, way too long.
Yes.
I was
It did go
tired.
long.
I was tired at the
Yeah.
end of the match. It was a spot fest, which we kind of knew
And they
that.
weren't good.
And it was.
They weren't good
You know,
spots.
I thought it was.
I loved it.
I thought it was about half and half,
No.
man. To be completely honest with you, I
Like I
agree
said,
with the Luchas.
They sat down on it.
Well, what they should have done is
I
shouldn't have been.
agree that I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think this should have just been for one a regular tag match and not a 3-way tag
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, there was no need to have, I don't think, Private Party in there.
And well, see, no man, I was actually going to go the opposite.
Really?
And say, let's give Private Party their shot since the Luchas were beat by SCU the week before. SCU, man, I thought was great. These guys, man, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, but with that was the tag match. That was for the first titles.
Right.
Right, yeah.
So you're talking about maybe having a rematch?
Yeah, exactly. The rematch, I think, would have made more sense. Private Party on down the road.
Maybe down the road. I
Yeah.
could see it either way,
Yeah.
man. I
Plus,
definitely
Private
don't.
Party still needs a little bit of ring time
Dude, I'm
work.
telling
They
you, they
need to polish up,
big
man.
time.
Yeah.
That potential is there with those
Yeah.
guys. They need to quit squealing so much too, man. That gets on my nerves, dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
God, I'm like, guys, stop.
Yeah.
We
Stop.
talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that on the phone the other
Yeah.
day, but it's like, but man, the potential those guys have, I think in 5 years
Yeah.
they could absolutely
They
be
went
the
from-
pinnacle.
They went from that tag tournament with that match with the Young Bucks.
Yes,
which was phenomenal.
phenomenal.
But to gradually becoming, I don't want to say more exposed, but you can see
Overexposed, maybe.
no exposed as far as what they
Can't
can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have botched some things,
Yeah.
man. A lot more than
Yeah.
they
A
a lot. But once again, that potential for those guys,
Mhm.
dude, they're over, and they got that
And
charisma.
it shouldn't be, with SCU, because
Oh.
SCU is just
Dude,
They're
they're a
best
machine
tag team in the business
Absolutely.
right now. I mean,
across the
for
board.
a
man.
long time, I used to say it's kind of between the Usos and the Young Bucks, but
Young, but nah, man.
now it's
SCU.
SCU all the way.
Yeah. And like I said, man, the Lucha Brothers, I agree with you, Mike. I was actually getting bored in this match, to be completely honest.
and
with
this
you.
was a regular Lucha Brothers match.
no, dude,
They always produce.
right, and you could. I wonder if something's going on in the back, maybe.
I don't know.
Because, like I said, I started getting bored. It was way too long.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
my first thing. I was like, all right, man, let's take it home, guys. Because I was getting bored.
The only
Right,
high
right.
spot of
You know.
this was the return of Christopher Daniels,
Which was awesome.
Which he was dressed up like
See,
Pentagon
Jr.
Jr. Yeah.
Didn't do a lot for me.
Really?
Why did we? What was with him dressing up like Pentagon?
Because Pentagon put him out. He actually injured him for real.
Yeah, but I mean, he did it after the match.
Well,
why?
I guess I
Well,
could.
because the Lucha Brothers were getting the heat
The
on.
heat, yeah.
On SCU.
And then, the lights go out.
Right.
Oh, who's this Pentagon Jr.? I can see where you're going with it, too. It maybe made more impact if he would have come out and cost a match, maybe.
Yeah, it was just. It felt like a lot of production for not that much of a payoff.
I
mean,
maybe
granted,
see that.
Happy to see him back.
Yeah, I am
Right.
too, yeah.
Love Christopher Daniels.
Absolutely.
Glad he's back, but why that way?
Yeah, I guess it could have made a little bit more impact.
I know we got a
Yeah.
feud, but I would have saved it.
Yeah, maybe for the Dynamite coming up, or even a couple shows down the
Right.
road,
or
maybe.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Might have been too soon.
man, maybe I won't give this match a 4-star. I'm on the fence between it's
I
either
wasn't into it. I'm going to.
really.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the fence between 3 and 4, man, because even though there was
I
some
wouldn't give
botches,
it no way a 4.
really,
Yeah.
I'm on the fence, man. What do you think, Doggz?
I can't remember what I gave this. I've got everything written down, and plus I can't give it away because we're going to be recording.
That's true.
That's
So-
true.
That's right.
That's true. You can't give it all away here on the podcast,
That's right.
But just here talking about it because I can't really remember what I wrote down. But I'll give it a 2 3/4. Just because it pisses you
Fucking
off.
fractions, man. What the fuck? Why not just have a 1 through 10 scale? Or you're going 3/4. Goddamn, man. That's a 1 through what, 20?
Would you?
I
my
mean-
original thought was
Fucking A,
2
man.
6/16.
Jesus, man. What the fuck is this? Do you like fractions? What is it with you and fractions? 6/16. God damn it. First of all, that can
Like
that
quarter pounders.
God. And first of all, 6/16 can be reduced down, okay, to 3/8, asshole. But anyway, man, why?
Glass cocks and fractions here.
Dude,
today on
yeah,
the
man.
podcast.
This week on This Is a Work, glass cocks and fucking fractions, man. I'm glad we quit the cussing for the kids this week. And it absolutely makes sense that it's the week you come down because you knew I was going to be cussing. Goddamn 3 fucking quarters, man. Jeez Louise.
Hey, all right.
You
so-
do it on purpose, man. I know you do it on
What?
purpose.
How dare you?
Jesus
You
Louise.
feel like cussing some more?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the women's title match.
Two-Dog's favorite women's wrestler right now is Riho.
Man, it's
Riho
not that-
and Sakura.
Sakura.
I'm not on the Riho
I like
bandwagon,
Riho.
man.
I like Riho. I thought this was a good
she's-
match.
I like
She's
Rio. I
talented.
did not like Rio in this match.
Really?
This was to
Thank
me.
you.
This was a terrible match.
Dude,
Thank you.
I'm definitely in the minority. I thought it was a good match,
No.
man.
At the very end, when they started doing the fast chain wrestling,
That was good stuff.
that was good
man.
stuff.
That was good
But
stuff.
For the what seemed like 10, 15 minutes before that,
Or 2 days. No.
It was
No.
slow. They're making them. They're making both of them are making each other wait and wait and wait.
I thought it
on
was a
their
good match.
spot.
Sakura's
like
a
the match.
different kind of worker.
She is very different. Yes, she panders too much. Man.
Yeah.
Now that is my biggest issue with her is she panders way, especially playing a heel role, doing the stomp clap queen stuff.
Nobody's behind this.
No,
Nobody's
no.
chanting
Oh,
with you.
man,
Nobody's singing with you on
No,
this
no,
thing.
no, they're
I
not.
don't care if Freddie
Everybody
Mercury,
on the
Fatty Mercury.
internet
Fatty
is
Mercury.
talking
Did you,
about.
whoa, did you hear what Mikey called Sakura Fatty Mercury, dude? That's mean, Mike. That is so
Saying,
mean.
dude.
She's a good worker, man.
She is okay.
She's-
Awesome.
She
Fair to
is.
middling.
Awesome.
I thought this was a good match, man. I
I
liked
did
it.
not. I did
Take
not.
the
I agree
mustache
with
off.
Mike.
Yeah, I think that's a little.
Yeah.
That's a
Not
little-
only that,
that's
I
weird.
look. One person per fed can have half a microphone.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels.
And
There you
SCU
go.
There you go.
They've already done it.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much. I'll give you that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I thought this was a good match,
I don't care if
especially
you're doing Freddie Mercury or not. I don't even know why you're doing Freddie Mercury. It's why.
I gave it 4 stars, man. I really
That's
did.
ridiculous. You're insane.
You
and
took
should
your
be
sleep
shot.
medicine right before this
I
match.
did
didn't you?
actually. I did take it actually.
Oh,
Well, I put on a Becky Lynch promo and I was out. No, I'm sorry.
I
No more Becky Lynch.
gave it 1/8 of a star.
God damn it! What, dude? This shit. No, man. No,
I mean, I could go to 1/6, but I mean, but that's it. I mean, I can't. No,
dude, just give it a 1 through 20 then. I mean,
huh?
God damn it.
I give it 2 stomps and a clap.
I think I got the clap. No, say it anyway. No. I thought this was a good match, man. I did, especially there at the end with the chain wrestling, like you said, Mike.
The go home was good.
The go home was great. Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was really great. I thought the whole match was good, man, except for the pandering from Sakura. I do get it. It gets on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
She's very vocal in her matches. That gets on my nerves.
Oh, God.
She's worse than Private Party with the
Yeah.
squeals and everything.
Well, she's still doing the L.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury.
Hey.
But it's funny because if you look on the internet, everybody's like, "Oh, everybody was so into her. They were all doing the AO with her." And it's like, no, they were not.
They weren't. I wasn't.
They weren't. Like, I heard like a couple of people, and I mean two
people, literally, and they were up in the back seats. They were in the nosebleeds. You know. Like I said, man, we definitely disagree. I thought this. I'm a Riho fan, dude. I'm a little biased because I'm a Riho fan.
I just think she's had better matches.
No, I think so too. I mean, I don't think
that
this was
one with
her.
Nyla Rose was
really good.
It was
man.
incredible.
It was a great match. That tag team match.
They should have capitalized on that.
What was that man I heard in the background?
I'm just not on board with Rio, man.
Okay.
Hey, man. I mean, nobody's perfect, bro.
Man, she's
Rio's
not.
over, man.
Not.
She is the female.
Over. I'll give you all the credit in the world. She's over. People like her.
She's an underdog, man. She's Ricky Morton.
Underdog.
She's under the underdog.
But
it's
it's definitely
60
time.
pounds.
It's
Right.
time to put somebody with that title that can hold that title and run with it.
I think Riho can do it, man.
I don't think so.
No.
Really?
She can't talk.
Well, no, but she's
Nyla Rose. Put it on her.
It'll get heat, brother.
Yeah, it'll get heat.
It'll get a lot of heat, like legit, real.
That's fine. Or put
heat.
it.
If Nyla Rose can talk.
That's and if she
Well,
quits botching, man. I mean, I've seen her work some pretty crappy matches, man. I mean,
I think we can all agree that all around AEW's women's division is not what it should be.
yeah, we can absolutely come to terms with that, man. They do have some. They got some highlights in there,
and they probably lost one of their better talent with Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray, yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I still think Riho can do it. I think she can pull that underdog thing off. I mean, hell, man, she did beat Nyla Rose, and it was
true.
believable.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I do not.
But carrying it for the long term,
believable.
I think
Really?
really.
I thought that
It
match
looked like she was
incredible.
It looked. She was throwing down. She was throwing down the arm bars on her, and she was throwing down she was punching her, and it looked like she was punching a wall.
Well, that
Like
was
it just.
Nyla
I
Rose
mean,
is a wall.
She is a wall. I mean,
well, then you got to stop selling it. If you're a wall, you can't
Sell it like a wall.
sell it like a wall.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, hey, can't argue
enough.
that.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Look,
But they
Nyla
pulled it
Rose
off,
is
man.
300 pounds, man. It's like
And Riho's like 98. Like when her Nyla.
98 my ass.
That's what she claims.
Yeah.
Anyway. Maybe one. We need that as a sample.
She's 60 if she's $1.
Like I said, I thought her and Nyla Rose did put on a good match. I think
Her dress is 98 pounds.
and she has a hard time carrying it around.
I
you know.
know. Slowing her down. That's what makes her matches
But
so
dude,
slow.
she's fast as she's fast, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Which she wants to be.
Which
But if
wants
she's
to-
setting up a spot, she
Jamie
can't get
Hayter.
that
I like
speed on.
Jamie Hayter.
I think
I love
Jamie
Jamie
Hayter's
Hayter.
awesome,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
That's
we can all
that's
come to
good
terms with that
gimmick,
as well, man.
That's-
Yeah, that's a cool name,
Yeah.
and she puts it over.
Right.
Yeah, she's good, man. Was it Shanna? Was it
Yeah.
Shanna? Shanna's
Shanna.
really good. They worked the tag team
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
That was a
I've
good
only seen her the
match.
one time. I didn't hate it.
No, I thought that was a real dude. I think that tag match on Dynamite the week before
Yeah.
was probably the best women's match that AEW's had.
Yeah.
Because I was into
For
that
sure.
match the entire time.
Mhm.
And once again, I thought Riho was really showing out in that match. Shanna was great. Sakura was great. Jamie Hayter obviously was
Yeah.
great. And don't forget, guys, we still have Awesome Kong in the background now.
Right.
See, now that's why I say put this belt on Nyla Rose and let's slowly build to a Awesome Kong Nyla Rose.
I don't think they need the belt. I don't think they need a belt for that, man. You know, I think
don't.
those two coming together doesn't need a belt on it.
Well, who you going to put the belt on? You
Riho.
No, come on.
Riho, brother. The belt's where it needs to be.
Would you like to put it on a wiener dog?
You know,
it'll weigh more.
Wiener dog. Pockets? No, I'm just picking.
Stop.
You know what?
my little dog pockets.
You gonna put it on Randy?
Dude, you know who they'll end up.
You know what?
putting-
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What?
Well,
I'll
I mean,
put it on Brandy. Yeah,
with Awesome Kong as her bodyguard, maybe.
Let's go ahead and put it on Brandy, and let's book Britt Baker versus Brandy.
Actually, Brett Baker will probably be the one that gets it, guys. I like
BB versus BB.
If we're being completely honest, Brett Baker would be the next one in line. Honestly, the way they're pushing her. I mean, I'm not saying it's
according to the stats. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's a good decision. I'm just saying realistically, if it came off Riho,
hey, look, man,
it would go on Britt Baker eventually.
Look, it's not my fault, but Britt Baker is in the women's top 10.
Well, hell, they ain't got 10.
So.
Of course she is.
No, I mean overall.
Overall. Really, including like
hey, look,
WWE.
I'm not. It's not my opinion. This is an equation that I'm.
Holy Jesus, man! The two
Fractions.
dogs, fractions, man.
Fractions.
She's over by 1/10 of
A Glasscock.
This is why we don't have you on a lot, Doggz.
Wow,
No,
that
I'm
hurt.
joking. I'm joking. This is why you do come on, man. This is actually why you're on. But this is why we did quit the cussing campaign.
That's true.
She gets 1/10 of a glass cock. 3/4 of a glass
Right.
cock. Yeah.
I wasn't into it. Just was not into
I
it.
liked the match, man. I especially that finish, man. I thought the finish was great, man.
That was the only thing that saved it. It.
Well,
I
kind of like
agree.
the Shawn Spears, man. I thought the match itself, like I say, Sakura, man, she just gets on my nerves with the pandering. But she's a great worker, man.
She is.
We have talked
She's a great-
longer
she is.
about
We
Riho
probably have than anything else. Yeah. And we still got some big matches coming up here, man.
Two big matches.
What else we got?
We got the main event, the official main event.
Right.
Cody challenging Chris Jericho for the AEW title.
Brother,
From the get-go.
man.
Wow.
Dude,
Great match.
great match.
The only reason I'm not going to give this thing 4 is because of that ramp jump.
See, dude, I like that.
I liked it. I don't like it when everybody gets involved in it.
Right. Oh, with the doctors and everything. Yeah. I hear you. And now, it doesn't affect me like that.
It slows down.
It slowed it down.
Yes.
Now, when you say the ramp jump, are you talking about
when he takes the header
where he got
onto
the-
So you're saying that was a work?
No, I think, I don't know.
No. I think he.
You saying he didn't hard way?
I don't know.
No, I don't think he did. Not for that.
I'm not sure, man.
I think it was probably a setup to
to do it hard way?
No,
maybe?
not to even do it hard way. I don't think he ever planned to do it hard way.
Okay.
I think it just happened.
Really? So you think
Yeah.
it was a shoot then?
Yeah, I think it just happened like that.
Okay.
I don't know. And that's what I love.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
I really,
yeah.
truly don't know.
But you can.
I
and
did
can
think
do it
that
well.
he-
I think it's one of those things where I don't see how you could think you could hard way yourself off of that ramp.
Right. But
There's a lot of room
For error?
not for error and
Right.
Yeah.
for
And
it
the
not
way
to
he-
happen.
right.
The way
Or
he
go too
landed-
bad.
He landed Scorpion style. I mean,
he landed
He's
square on his head, man.
He
I mean,
scorpions himself.
yeah, he really did. I'm saying, guys, I don't know if
Yeah.
that was planned. I don't know if
I
it
feel
was
like
hard way.
wasn't.
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I thought
think,
it was for a minute.
I did too, but
for like about 10 minutes, I'm like, he gigged.
but man, he had such a gash on his
Yeah.
head. That was not a
Oh, yeah.
that was not a that was not a blade, man.
No, he got it hard way for sure. Planned hard way, I don't think so.
I don't know.
No more than that Shawn Spears chair shot was a planned hard way.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I said, that's what I love
thi-
about it too.
think
I don't know.
I think Cody isn't in that mindset that he is going to make it look as real as possible.
Right.
He's not going to put his hands up. He's not going to put.
Yeah.
He's not going to hold back.
He's going to do it the old school way,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Which this match to me was so traditional, man.
But now he's got more stitches than Frankenstein
Yeah,
in
that's
just
true.
the past few months.
You know,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
talking about the ramp. What'd you guys think about the?
I like the ramp for the pay per view.
I liked it. Yeah, I like
For the
pay-
pay-per-views.
Right,
Absolutely.
something different, something new for that. Yeah,
You know, it's kind of funny because back in the day, I didn't like the ramp. That thing, it
like
got
WCW.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
didn't
they-
like
yeah.
it back then.
Right.
But seeing it come back now, I was like, it was an old school
It worked.
feeling,
Yeah.
and I was down.
Yeah,
works.
I liked it. I'm with you, Mike.
Totally works. I think they could have utilized it more,
Right.
than what they did.
Totally.
But I tell you, man, I gave this match 4 stars.
Right.
Almost 5 because,
I almost gave it 4, but that slowdown with that just
you see,
it slows it down too much for me. It takes it out because, like anything that happens, it happens in WWF all the time, or WWE. If anybody gets hard way or anything like that, the match is immediately slowed down so the doctor could come in. No, go.
You keep going, or you
Go.
call the match.
If it's bad enough, go and go home.
Go home. Yeah, the match is over.
Yeah.
I agree with that, man. But at the same
But
time,
them coming in, it's like, oh, no,
working on them.
during the match that's going on right. No, it just it slows it down. Takes me out of it because at that point it becomes real from a thing that's supposed to be real.
Right. I hear what you're saying.
I remember when you were booking the MWF, and I hard weighed over my right there. You didn't call the doctors to come out and check on me.
No.
But you also didn't have a huge gash over your
He
head
did.
like
He
Cody did.
did.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did.
you
You can
did.
see
Yeah,
down
you did.
there.
Yeah.
You can see
did.
down into his head.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's right.
You can see down
That's right.
straight.
We
You
had
can
our-
stick your finger down in there.
That's right. Yeah,
we had our
that's right.
physician standing by, and Mikey said, "No, let him make time."
We didn't
That's
have a position, man.
Wasn't- yeah.
We had a pharmacist.
We did have a pharmacist.
Yeah, our physicians.
Hey, man, take
he was,
this, dude.
Yeah.
You'll feel better.
He was running the music and the microphones.
Hey, man, I hear you're like in pain, bro. I can help you with that.
Yeah.
Hit this,
I can
man.
fix
And I
that,
was
bro.
like,
I can
"Hey,
fix
you
that,
gonna get Sean's daddy over here?" And he'd say, "No, by time."
Yeah, keep going.
If you're done, you're done. If not, keep going.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, I got something for that too, man.
Put your thumb in it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hit this. Hit this. What'd you think, Doggz? What'd you think about the match?
Man, I mean, this ain't no secret. It's this was 5 stars or 5 Meltzers for me.
You gave it
Whatever.
5.
I'll cross the board. I loved every stinking bit of this match.
Okay.
I gave it 4, and the reason I gave it 4 is first and foremost, man, I'm a traditional fan, and this was a very traditional style match. Unlike you, Mike, I hear what you're saying,
Right.
man, and I totally get that, and I totally hear you. But I do disagree as far as me personally goes. It's like it almost kind of drew me into it a little bit more. It's like,
Really?
oh shit,
And see,
man.
and I think that's what.
Well, see, that's the thing I don't like is when it becomes real and everybody draws attention to it becoming real.
Because now the other stuff wasn't. I hear you, but
And everything after
I
that
get
is
that.
not.
I get that.
I totally dig your point, man. But for me, it was like they want this match to continue.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have a winner. So what do you think, Dobbs? Like as far
I thought, see, as far as that spot, quote unquote,
Right.
goes, I thought it was fantastic because for a few reasons. The main reason that I even got into wrestling is when you watch the little girls get into it and they see their guy get hurt and you see them, and they put their
oh yeah,
Right,
that emotional
yeah.
stuff.
and
Yeah,
they're automatically in.
Especially Ricky Morton.
Right.
Especially Ricky
Right.
Morton. Yeah.
And that's who we've got here in Cody Rhodes because this cat's over.
Oh yeah,
It's Dusty.
I mean,
it's Dusty,
and-
man.
It's Dusty.
Oh
Dusty
yeah,
son,
all
man.
the way,
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah.
And when we were, like I said, we didn't have that big a crowd watching it. All the girls, man, they were.
Yeah.
There was fear.
Yeah, man.
Right.
They were
Concerned.
sucked in. Now,
Concerned,
otherwise,
yeah.
they may not have been that invested in
Right.
the match if it weren't for that happening.
Right.
Here's my thing as well with this match. I love Jericho.
Right.
The age Jericho is right now, maybe doesn't need that long match.
I once again, I think the match went a little long.
Yeah.
I do agree with you
Yeah.
on that. I think a lot of these matches went like you don't, Dogs. You
I
think
don't.
you
I
think
think
it was
this was perfect. We
I
told
think
a
it- I-
story,
I-
and I was
It did tell a story.
It did.
From bell to bell. I was
Yeah.
invested the whole time.
Right.
it absolutely told a great story, man.
Yeah.
Traditional.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it would be great if you had two people that could go that hour.
Yeah, Jericho's maybe over that part of his career.
Right.
I'll give
And you
you
could
that.
see it in, like that tag match,
on Dynamite with Sammy
Yes.
G. Yeah.
Sammy
Great
G
match.
was
Great match.
carrying that match.
Hey,
a lot
oh
of
yeah.
that match.
Oh, he took all the heat, man.
He did.
He took every bit of heat
Yeah.
in that
Let
match.
me ask you, Mike. Who's out there right now that can go a 1 hour Broadway?
Adam Page.
Adam Page, Cody
You think
Rhodes.
Page can do it?
Yes.
I think Cody could do it
Pac.
too.
Pac.
Absolutely.
Pac.
Sammy G. I
Yeah.
think Sammy
See, I
G
don't
can.
think
Omega.
Pac can do it.
Omega,
And
absolutely.
carry
Young
the
Bucks,
crowd.
even, man.
I don't
Proud
think
and
Pac
powerful.
can-
I think they could go.
because it takes a lot
It
to
does.
carry a
It
crowd
does.
an hour
It
now.
does.
Scorpio Sky.
Basically, everybody on the show.
Pretty much everybody. Yeah.
See,
Other than Jericho.
Yeah.
No,
Moxley?
that's
But
not
see,
true.
it's
That's not
it's
true. I don't
not
think
about-
Moxley can carry
Dude, I
a
don't
full
know.
crowd for an hour
I don't
in
know,
that kind
brother.
of match.
I don't
I
know.
don't think he can either.
I don't know, man. I think he can, but I'm a Moxley mark. So
Right.
But see, now it's more than just being able to go an hour. It's you got to keep
the crowd.
invested.
Yeah. That's
Now,
true.
this is where
That's
we
true.
fall off, and that's where I think you lose about half of our roster.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think
Page
I
can.
don't think
Page,
Scorpio
for
Sky
sure.
can do it. Can carry the crowd
I
for an
don't
hour.
know, brother.
Not an
I think
hour.
it is in a tag.
yeah.
You definitely can't. In a singles, not so much.
Maybe not. But
Yeah.
Paige, I think we can all
Paige.
agree Adam Page. Doggz has given us a look.
I don't believe
I'd
this.
love to
Really?
see- I'd love to see him try.
Yeah,
I'd love
yeah.
to see him try.
I think
But see,
Omega,
you know what?
yeah.
I mean, what the hell do I know? Because I thought Dolph Ziggler could carry him for an hour. Because I
I'm
love
a fan.
Ziggler.
I'm a fan of Ziggler.
I watched him. He can't do it.
I-
The man can't do it.
I don't know, man. I mean, but one thing that I didn't necessarily like about this match, I love the match up to the very end, and the towel thrown in. You
Right.
know, that's debatable whether that was a good finish overall or not. My issue was MJF pulled the towel out early. Did you see that? Like even before he threw
I
it
didn't
in,
see that.
he already had it in his hand.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, if he
Right.
would have, I think if he'd have thrown the scarf in, it would have been out of nowhere.
I would have rather seen the scarf because
I don't think anybody would have gotten it though.
Well, you could have put it over. The referee could have
I
put
think.
it over.
Well, yeah, he could have. I don't think the normal fan would have. What? Why
Well,
they stop? You know,
I don't know.
for-
It does have to be a towel.
Yeah,
It really has to be that towel that recognizes what
the
throw a scarf in. How's that stop the
I,
match?
I think, man, if he just wouldn't have pulled it out from under the ring early, because he pulled it out
Yeah.
right when he put him into the walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
When Jericho started stumping his head in the walls of Jericho,
You know, maybe,
I was like, "Wow, this is." Then he just started really retching into it. I was
yeah,
like, "Oh,
man,
wow, this is he's gonna pass out."
yeah,
And then
yeah,
I saw the towel come in. I was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah.
there it is."
But the thing was, like I said, he already had it in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the thing about it, I think if say Cody would have come out with the towel wrapped around him, because wrestlers do that.
Yeah.
It's, but if he would have come out with the towel, around his neck,
You're right,
something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
So we
And maybe
would have
had
seen
Hagar do the
towel,
same thing.
but maybe just blew it off as well.
Yeah.
He's got he's got a towel around his neck.
Or you could have played it off and have
Look up-
Jack Hager come out with one too, and even though the guys could say that your corner man can throw in the towel for even put it
But
over.
they had to get rid of Hager.
Hagar, yeah.
Hagar.
Hagar. Well, that's what Jericho
The
calls him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He calls him Jake Hagar. In
Yeah.
fact, I think Jim Ross actually called him Swagger at some point.
He did.
They're like,
He
oh,
did.
he's got swagger.
He's got
you know.
swagger.
Yeah.
My whole
Nice
thing,
cover.
man, is right when MJF pulled out the towel, he should have thrown it in right there instead of keeping it in his hand because
No, he built it. I mean, I knew it was coming. We all knew it was
But
coming.
that was my issue. It's like, oh, here it comes. Man, if he'd have pulled that out and threw it out immediately, I'd be like, oh shit, But
Yeah.
that's what kept it a 5-star. I gave it 4.
Yeah.
But that finish dropped it down a star because that was
I would have gone 4 stars on this had it not been for the doctor spot.
the doctor. Yeah.
I was out on it.
So are you gonna give us a?
5.
Five. You give it 5.
all the way. Like
Wow.
that's, that's not a spoiler. I love this match.
That was great.
I
man.
don't mind spoiling. It was great, guys. If you don't watch any other match,
Watch that one.
Watch this one because
no, watch
this
Watch
is
it.
Page and Pack.
Page and Pack, man. That was my match of the night. 5
See,
stars.
this
for
is
me.
mine, and I'll tell you why. Because this is the perfect combination of storyline.
It was.
Old school storyline.
Yeah, psychology.
Psychology
Yeah.
and with a little twist of new school
You
wrestling.
still have the modern.
It's a nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a nice blend, and it makes a pretty damn good meal.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like I said, if it wasn't for that finish with the towel coming out early, I'd have gave it 5 myself.
Yeah.
And Mike, you called it last week. MJF did the official heel turn after the match. So I thought they were going to milk that a little longer.
There was no need.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
There was no need to
need
keep him
for it.
in that spot.
No, I mean, yeah, and it worked. Obviously, it works.
Yeah.
So let's get to this final because I know we're running a little long here, man. Mike's got to open up the game store
Yeah,
here
man.
in a few minutes. Make that money.
Yeah.
Because we ain't getting paid for this one, brother.
All right. Lights out. Unsanctioned. Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley.
The one thing that I have to say about this, did you notice that they turned the lights out and then cut them back on?
Yeah.
Yeah, to show the end of the. I like that.
That's done.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
Officially in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I've seen it before when they would do non-sanctioned
You're
matches,
right.
but it's rare.
Yeah, and it was a good
it is.
throwback.
It was just enough for me to remember.
My only issue, man, I don't know if they should call it a lights out match because it was a regular pinfall. I thought it was going to be a 10 count match, is what I thought when I first heard the match announced as lights out. I thought it was going to be like a last man standing or something,
Right.
you know. I think unsanctioned would have been fine. Dude, and that's I mean,
yeah.
that's really nitpicking, man. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not the biggest fan of the hardcore style. I've never really have been. This match was almost a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Really?
It really was.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
Yeah. I think it was long.
It was very long.
It was too long.
It was a marathon, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why I think
And
Monster can't carry an hour. It's just getting back. to
I don't think he can. Because, I mean, people were not so much into it because there's so much you're setting up for. There's so much going on in between.
Yeah.
There are some hellacious spots in there.
Brother.
But it looks like they broke out everything.
The kitchen sink, dude. I mean,
anything from here on out.
is never going to live up to that.
Right.
It was too much prep.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he cut
the
the
mouse traps.
Yeah, the cutting the ring apron and taking the
I
padding.
was fine with that.
I've never seen it before.
I've never seen it before.
I'll say it was innovative as far as that.
What?
The-
Taking up the mats?
The mats. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, God, yeah.
Really?
I've never seen
Brock and Undertaker at Hell in a Cell.
I don't remember.
Taker
that.
took up the
Really?
yeah, he took up
Oh,
the
wait a
padding.
minute, Yeah.
And,
That does sound a little familiar, man.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We don't see it a
Yeah.
lot.
No.
You know,
No.
that we could say, but
Yeah.
dude, I thought it was just a little bit too hardcore for me, man. I mean, dude, they're breaking out the glass, they're breaking out the big barbed wire thing, the mousetrap board. Don't
I
get me
didn't
wrong.
like the mousetrap board. I didn't like the. I didn't like the. And let's call that what it was. That was a practice ring that they.
Yeah,
put barbed
sure.
wire
sure.
on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what that was.
The barbed wire trampoline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ice pick. I didn't think that was cool, man. I don't know, man. I just don't like.
I was fine with it.
See, to me, that's like too dangerous, man. I mean, really. I mean, it's like,
I mean, for sure. I mean, but
dude, something could really go south with that. Do not misunderstand me, man. I thought the match was impressive for what these guys
it
put
was
their
just
bodies
too
through.
much. It was just too much.
It was a lot, man. It was a lot to take in.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, even if they're shooting for Moxley and Darby Allin,
Right. Where do you go from
hardcore.
here?
I mean, what do you do after that?
Where do you go
How do you
from
top
here?
that? It's a dangerous precedent to kind of put that bar up there.
That
But
was
you
kind
know
of my
what?
thing.
I mean, but that's where wrestling goes.
I mean, you're
You could've
right,
gone
bro.
on into it gradually.
I mean, man, it was.
We could have.
What
yeah.
else do you
We
break
could
out
have
after
started
that?
Simple.
I mean, we always talk about blowing your load, man. And, you know, I've always been the biggest one to say, hey, if you don't blow your load, you lose your heart on. But I'll even be like, damn, dude, y'all skeeted quick on this one, man. It's like, man, a little foreplay does work, man. You
Yeah.
can't have some foreplay here. And it was, yeah, man, it was, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of hardcore anyway. I like it here and there. When, you know, done, I guess, somewhat tactfully, I guess, for lack of a better term. Dude, this was a butchering, man. This was brutal. This
Well,
was
if
a
you
massacre.
if you polish the glass cock too much, you get the shards.
You get the shards, and they literally had glass shards.
like that. You like that?
I got to give this one 3/4 of a glass cock, man.
Right. I gave it 3.
I gave it 3 too, brother. Actually, you know, I said at the beginning of the
Just
show
for the
every match
effort.
was 4, but
Just for the effort.
no, it was impressive.
Yeah.
What they went through.
Yeah.
What do you think, Doggz?
I have 4 8/17.
God damn
Okay.
it, man. God.
Like it was almost a 5.
Well said.
8/17.
Yeah,
To me-
8/17.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
8?
To me, on this show,
God damn it, man.
to me, on this show, everything that was powerful about this show was at the very beginning, and that was Bucks and Proud and Powerful,
that was
and Page and Pac.
My thing with Page and Pac, that was second match. Yeah, I felt bad for everybody that came after that.
Yeah.
I was like, how do you, because, dude, once again, I'm so hype on these guys.
Yeah.
Right.
But the whole show overall, I give the whole show 5, man. I really do. I give the whole show 5 stars as an overall presentation, even with its flaws.
Okay.
I still got to give it 5.
I'll ask you
man.
this,
Okay.
because this is going to be a round room conversation in itself.
Okay.
You give it 5 stars.
I'll give it 5.
Would you have paid $50 for this?
How do you know I didn't?
Did you? Did you? Let's all shoot. Let's all shoot.
Well, I mean, I may or may not have acquired it online.
We'll shoot, because I mean, it's there. It's there. It's out there. It's there for you to watch now.
Yeah, if
Live.
I'll tell you like this, Mike. If I did not have other options, I would have paid $50 for this, and I would pay $50 for the next one if there's no options available.
Okay.
I proudly paid $50 for this.
Okay.
And I was not disappointed.
You got your money's worth?
Yeah, I got my money's worth, and I will pay $50 again.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
You haven't paid for pay-per-view and what?
Dude, you never pay for pay-per-views. You never pay for pay-per-views.
I don't. I know.
Hey, man, you got that 5? I got you next time, dog.
2 decades since I bought a pay-per-view. $50 pay-per-view on this one. I should have waited.
Really?
Yeah.
Man?
Really?
You don't think
Yeah.
you got your money's worth?
No.
Really?
I'm not doing $50 again.
I mean,
what would you
this.
have
it's
paid?
pricey, man.
Huh?
What would have been a reasonable
10.
price for this paper?
Really?
10?
10.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, I
Cheap
thought it
son
was...
of a-
No. Why would I pay? Why would I pay any more than that? Sitting at home watching it
Dude, they...
with all the other streaming stuff and anything else that's $10.
Well, I mean, that's why I don't pay for anything. I mean...
Would you have gone 20?
Would you go to the live show? Would you pay 50?
Yes.
Okay.
I would go to the live show.
How much would you pay for that?
I would pay $50 for a live show.
Okay. I
Yeah,
think that...
okay. Fair
I
enough.
mean, you
Fair
know...
enough.
Yeah.
Like
Sitting at home watching it? No.
Not so much.
No.
What about if it
Why?
was? What about if it was more of a party atmosphere? Like if people were all coming over.
Yeah.
Maybe
if
throwing.
everybody chipped in.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
we used to. But I've always done that, man. Even back in the.
Yeah. That would have
you
been
know,
better.
I
Back
used
in
to have
the.
a great time at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you never fucking paid.
Huh?
Damn it, man. Dude, I'm so glad.
I would have been more on board with that. Paying $50 straight up out of my pocket, loan. No.
Right.
I do think the next AEW, I am going to have to request that
Everybody pitch in.
pitch in a couple bucks.
Yeah. But 50's pretty pricey, man. I'll agree.
I
You're
don't
talking about
paying the bulk.
$200 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only for 4 shows.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pricey, man.
It is. Yeah.
But then again, man, we got to support. You know,
You have to.
we got to support the alternatives,
Absolutely.
brother. You know?
Absolutely. And that's why I didn't have a problem doing it this time.
Fantastic.
Right.
Give me more than Sakura and Riho and
But man,
Shawn Spears and Joey Janela.
yeah, but look, man, you had Paige and Pac, you had the Young Bucks and Proud and Powerful, man. You had Cody,
which are
Can we
great
give them
matches.
another name?
Which are great,
you don't like
great
Dynamite?
matches on Dynamite.
No, I disagree, man. I thought those were all pay-per-view caliber matches.
Yeah,
every
and
single one of
the
them.
matches on Dynamite are pay-per-view quality
I
matches.
agree.
Well, now that's debatable. That's debatable.
Okay.
But I hear what you're saying, man.
Okay.
But I think that's more on the lines of them giving away too much for free.
Hey, push it out there. It's all about the ratings.
It is
It's not about the pay-per-view
Pay-per-view.
buys.
I don't know about now, brother.
Because WWE does not give a shit about the pay-per-view vibe.
That's
buys.
true because they
No,
do. Well,
they
they do the
don't.
network now, man. So they're still getting a
$10
steady but
a
from
month.
a million people. I mean, hey man, that's 10 million a month, bro.
Yeah, and that's what they're banking on.
yeah, yeah.
I think they could get more if they were to chop that pay-per-view down the list.
And actually, I think so too, man. I do think
I
agree.
agree.
I think 50 is a little pricey, man.
Yeah.
Once again, I totally agree with that.
If you want to grow an audience,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I think
Make it
$50
more.
out of the gate. That's tough.
That's high, man.
That's tough.
But once again, dude, you did have some really great matches here, dude. Like I
Sure.
said, hell, man. I mean, Pac and Adam Page right there is worth shit, man. I mean, maybe not 50 by itself, but hey, man, that was a high caliber matchup, man. I mean, there was more good than bad in this show. Even the Shawn Spears Joey Janela match, which was probably my lowest point, was still not a bad match, man. It was still pretty good.
Here's the real question: how long do you think their top guys, meaning everybody that was on this card, because that's their crew?
Sure.
Let's just
absolutely, yeah, sure.
How long do you think they can sustain?
Dude, I think indefinitely.
Because we're talking about we've already had injuries.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You're talking more like physically, not necessarily financially.
And let's be honest, you remember back during the wars, the thing that turned the tide were the injuries. When Austin got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of
Michaels got hurt. That was their two guys.
But here's another thing. They've got a unlimited pool from the indies that they can pull from and say, hey, you want to be on TV?
Come and get this spot. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And, hey, man,
there's
still
a lot of great talent out there.
Absolutely. And people in WWE who are underutilized who have contracts coming up. I mean, there is, once again, man, it's a great time to be a fan, and it's also a great time to be a wrestler right now, man. It really, truly is.
Yeah, it is, because there's probably never been more money. Well, maybe in the 90s.
Yeah, maybe with some of those big Turner contracts that were coming up.
Yeah, because there was
a lot.
Ridiculous
But I think as far as being exposed now, especially with NWA Power on YouTube and just all the indie shows that can be on YouTube and things like that, the time for being exposed and just people doing their own thing, like Ryback TV. I always try to put Ryback. I mean, but seriously, man, it's an exposure, and it's a way to get your name and your brand out there. There's been no greater time to do that.
What do you think people like Aldous on Power is pulling from gigs like that?
I would have no idea, brother, to be honest. I mean, because I know NWA's put some money in it with Corgan and everything. I like Smashing Pumpkin money, but seriously, I don't know. I don't know what he'd
because
be
I know
in.
They don't have for real contracts. They're still going out and working.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're indies, but that makes their brand more valuable when they're on Power.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's right.
Which is the same thing that's happening with AEW. They're still going out and working there.
I think
for the most part.
I think most of them have that option to be able to work indies and stuff like that. Well, guys, I tell you, man, we probably need to start wrapping this bad boy up, Mike. I know you got to open up the store, and I got to go home and produce the show to get on the weekly wrestling wrap-up that you can catch every Sunday night at 9 o'clock on L-Town Radio. You can download the app, or you can listen to it on ltownradio.com. Live. Or be like me and listen to it on demand when you're awake.
Not live.
And David Hayes, I know you got a couple things going on. Not only do you have a podcast, but
he's live.
He's live right now. But you also have some theater stuff coming up too.
I'm actually, as soon as I leave here, I'm going to go do a little family business, and then I'm actually going to head into Charlotte to see my theater company's production of Lear.
Right.
Very live.
Adaptation of King Lear.
Can't watch that on pay-per-view.
No, you can't.
Or on demand.
And man, now I haven't seen this. I've watched them do some of their fight calls, and I've watched a couple of snippets in their rehearsals. This thing looks crazy.
Because it's a different take on King Lear, correct?
It's a Viking take on King Lear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know there's some gender swapping going on too. Am I right on that? I'm not sure.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of that too. So that's kind of a cool little spin on it.
It's not so much gender swapping. It's kind of like, that's the reason we didn't call it King Lear.
Right.
Because Lear in this one is actually a queen.
Okay. See, that's cool, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the fights. Dude.
Something our wrestling fans should want to check out. Am I right on that, brother?
Man,
Isn't there
5
some
7/16?
Oh, this is an
God
easy,
damn it,
Mike. Mike, come on.
Here we go.
This is an easy 8 3/4.
Motherfucker, God.
Nice.
Easy 8 3/4.
Bullshit. Now why is
I could go
fucking fractions
to a solid 9, but I'm not going to because it would make Finger happy.
Yes, round numbers make me happy
for that.
God damn.
What rim is it on? What rib is it on the glass cock?
Oh, on the glass cock?
The rim.
Oh, it's just a solid 3.
Solid 3. Damn, man.
Nice.
Ah, wow. Anyway, brother, put over. Yeah, and you got a podcast too,
I
right?
do. I also have a podcast which we are going to be recording next week. This is a work. And we're going to be talking about AEW Full Gear.
Cool.
And then we got Survivor Series coming up in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
You know what? I'm daring to dream.
Aim high, brother. Aim high.
I'm a little. I'm
Okay.
cautiously excited.
All right.
Okay. Well,
What,
NXT is going to be on it, right?
Yeah,
a lot of the NXT people.
And here's the
Did
thing.
you watch NXT? Have you?
I did. Yeah. Here's the thing. You've got War Games happening the day before Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And all your NXT people are in the
War Games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. So there's that. Yeah.
Want to roll the dice on that one?
No, I sure don't.
Well, man, we can also all agree, man. We maybe have different opinions on some of the matches from Full Gear, maybe some of the performers, but we can all agree WWE is a freaking train wreck. Can we all at least agree on that?
It's a turd, and I wish I can't.
Wish you could flush it.
I do, man. I really, I wish.
We need our
that-
sampler.
I wish that my fan base wasn't primarily WWE.
You know, I know we've got to wrap this thing up. I know we're going very long here, but I actually have a theory about why there's so many WWE fans out there. What I call fanboys. We see them on the internet a lot on comment sections, stuff like that.
Programming?
I think, well, in a way, man, I think it is because I know a lot of your fan bases. They're probably in their mid to late 20s. Is that a fair assessment, give or take?
Yeah, 20s to 30s.
Early 30s,
Yeah.
would you say? A lot of these people, man, probably came up on WWE and nothing else, man.
Yeah.
When they were 10 years old was back in, 2005, 2006, during the Ruthless Aggression era. And I think that's why we see so many people that are just so hardcore.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we are with the old Crockett promotion. Dusty and Rick was so great because that's what we grew up on.
Right.
That's my theory, man. I think a lot of it is
Absolutely.
childhood and it's nostalgia.
Yeah,
So you call it
that's why that you have certain
GNWE.
people that looked at movies and say like,
Yes.
"Hey, you know what? Fletch Lives was an awesome movie." No,
it wasn't. But I love
you were
it.
a kid.
Yeah. Yes, man. If you go back and watch some of those 80 movies now, you're like, oh, Jesus. It's still great. But
you got to get Flesh Lives.
there we go. Hey, man, let's stop this debate until next time you're down. The next time you're down, we're going to talk about Fletch Lives.
All right.
Oh, God. Did we just book that? So I got to watch it again. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. All right. Well, guys.
What's wrong with y'all?
Hey, Fletch, the first Fletch was awesome, man.
Chevy Chase is broke.
Man, we're...
All right, let's
okay,
go.
all right.
Let's go.
Are we going to talk about that?
Let's do it.
No.
Let's do it.
What?
You
I
said-
thought we were going to shut it down.
No, man. No, you brought it up. We weren't going to talk about it.
Lock
we were
that
going
door.
we were going to
Lock
give
that
you a
door.
pass on this.
Lock that door.
Here's my impression of David Hayes. Here's David Hayes a couple weeks ago on one of This Is a Work. Yeah, and I'm going to do a David Hayes impression here because you're always doing Jason Finger impressions, so I'm going to do mine.
I do a Jason Finger impression.
Yes, you do, and you do it very well, I might add.
Oh,
So here's mine. Yeah, DDP is on AEW because, guys, he he needs the money, guys. Yeah, DDP Yoga. Guys, it's not doing very well. You said it just like that.
Yeah.
So I looked it up online. You know me, man. I actually like to fact check, shit.
Yeah.
DDP's worth $10 million, people. So I bring it up to him. I call him up. Hey, man, you're full of shit, dude. You're fake news. You're saying DDP's broke. He's worth $10 million. You know, what did you say?
It was a joke.
That motherfucker! Do I have permission to play clips from This Is a Work on this show? Do I have permission?
I have to speak to my.
No, see, you
attorneys.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna reach out to your producer myself. I'm friends with your
He has
producer.
to talk to his attorneys.
No.
We're going. He's busy. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm right.
See, I don't know why you want to bully me like this. Man.
You're the one that brought it up.
You and Josh Stewart.
He's going
you
right
bullied
now
me.
to Rock Hill to burn tapes.
He made Josh Stewart right. Because, Josh Stewart always calling him out on his bullshit. Josh Stewart been calling Two Dogs out on his bullshit since the 90s. And we're always like, well, Josh
Stewart
come on,
used
man.
to bully me all the time.
He
Did I
still
ever tell you
does.
the
He
story
still does.
about how he stole my fries
You
at
stole
Athens?
his. You stole his. You were
I
fake
was
news.
sitting there at Athens
You were fake
just trying to
news.
enjoy some fries. And
No,
fans
they
were
were-
talking
yeah,
to me.
Fans were out of time. We gotta go.
It was his fries you were trying to enjoy.
Fans were out of time. We
y'all
gotta
have,
go.
Y'all have a good one.
I appreciate
They
it.
were his
And we'll
fries,
see you
man.
next time.
Y'all have a good one, man. They were his fries, man.
And he kept stealing them.
God damn it, man.
And not only that, David, I understand we're right at the end of our program.
No, we have got to
This
go.
has been a great event.
There's some people out there that hate us for this.